In the depths of Appalachia, where the mountains whisper secrets older than time, there stands a house that defies the very laws of nature. Blackwood Manor, they call it a Victorian monstrosity with angles that twist the mind and windows that leer like broken teeth. But it ain't just brick and mortar, folks. This here's a story about a house that learned to wear us. Our tale begins with Professor Aris Thorne, a man of science who scoffed at ghost stories and bumps in the night. He believed in residual energy, memories trapped in old timber, nothing more. So when that letter came, promising 50 grand to document the infamous manor before its date with the wrecking ball, well, Aris couldn't resist. But that postscript, oh, it should have been his first warning. Bring no mirrors. It dislikes its reflection. The rain was thudding on the tin roof when Aris pulled up, his car wheezing its last on the wet gravel. Thunder growled in the distance as he approached, recorder in hand. Day one, he muttered, voice crackling with static. The house is ... wrong. Victorian Gothic, sure, but them angles, they ain't right. Windows tilted like broken teeth, and that smell not decay. Like ozone after lightning and wet fur. As Aris stepped inside, a sound like slick, organic squelching came from within the walls. A clock chimed 13 times, each toll sending shivers down his spine. And there stood Mrs. Greer, the caretaker, her left eye milky as moonshine. Without a word, she handed him a list. Never say, I'm alone. Don't answer knocks after midnight. If the lights turn blue, hold your breath till they fade. She vanished, leaving Aris to explore. The floorboards whimpered underfoot, and somewhere, a child's giggle echoed down a hallway that seemed to stretch forever. In the library, Aris found books bound in something that made his skin crawl. Titles burned away, save for one, How to Keep What You Steal. His fingers trembled as he opened it, the pages rustling like dry leaves. Then came that wet tear as a page ripped itself free. Christ, Aris gasped. The ink is red. Still wet. It's writing itself. Hello, Aris. Night fell, and with it came room 13, a chamber not on any blueprint. The door unlocked itself, hinges screaming like a banshee. Inside, Aris found no furniture, just walls covered in thousands of lips, human, canine, reptilian, all stitched into the plaster. And Lord, they was whispering. We were guests too. Stay for dinner ... She picks the teeth from your eyes first. The voices overlapped, a chorus of the damned. Then came a sound like wet smacking, followed by a high-pitched papa tendon snapping. Aris's voice trembled as he spoke into his recorder. One moved, a child's lips. They said my brother's name, Thomas. He vanished here in 1998. As the clock struck midnight, the hall lights flooded electric blue. Aris froze, remembering Mrs. Greer's warning. He held his breath as shapes moved behind the wallpaper, human silhouettes pressed against it like insects in amber. One peeled free, a man with no face, just a gaping hole where his mouth should be. It crawled toward him, joints bending backward in ways that defied nature. Aris's lungs burned something fierce. The lights flickered, held blue ... then snapped to yellow. The thing vanished, but the air ... tasted like blood. Come morning, Aris found himself drawn to the basement. The door stood open, a staircase spiraling into pitch black. At the bottom, a forest of meat hooks, and hanging from them ... husks, empty human skins. The house gets hungry. Mrs. Greer's voice came from behind, making Aris jump. It learns from what it eats. Your brother taught it grief. A knife unsheathed in the darkness. Where's Thomas? Aris demanded. Mrs. Greer's smile was audible in her reply. He's the wallpaper in room 13. The lips? Those were his. He wouldn't stop screaming. Panic seized Aris. He ran, feet pounding against stairs that seemed to stretch and contract. A nursery rhyme, sung off-key, echoed through the halls. London Bridge is falling down. Upstairs, room 13's door bled black ooze. Inside, the stitched lips bloated and burst, revealing teeth underneath. The walls peeled open like rotten fruit. "Aris." Thomas's voice came from the walls themselves. "It wants your voice. Give it words to wear." Plaster cracked, and a hand made of fused teeth grabbed Aris's ankle. The house had learned from Thomas. Now it wanted a new emotion: guilt. Days later, demolition crews found Blackwood Manor collapsed. Just rubble. And a pristine typewriter. The final page read, "Mrs. Greer retired. I stay now. The house needs a teacher. P.S. knock at midnight. I'll let you in. Professor Aris Thorne." As our tale draws to a close, dear listener, you might hear a sound. 3 heavy thuds at your own door. And a voice, distorted through wood, that whispers, "I brought mirrors. Let me show you what we look like now." Remember, in Blackwood Manor, the walls don't just have ears, they have appetites. And they're always hungry for more.